Hey YouTube family, it's your girl Rachel here with Italian Soul Sister. Simply because Italian food and soul food are my two favorite foods. Today, I've been craving a steak, y'all. So I'm going to make steak the way I like to eat it, the Sicilian steak. I got this recipe from a restaurant in East Point, Michigan called the Cloverleaf. And it's an Italian restaurant, and this is the way they prepared their steaks. However, I live over an hour away from there now, and it's not convenient, so I had to learn how to make it myself. Ole do it. Let's get started, y'all. Here, I'm going to start out with a certified Angus beef chuck eye steak boneless right here. I'm going to wash it off. I just rinse the meat. You know, you never know what happens back there in butchering, and you don't want any extra blood or anything in your meat, so just wash it down. Make sure, give it a little shower. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Throw it onto the cutting board. Now, we have our meat here. And we're going to season it, okay? We're going to just do simple seasonings here. A little bit of steakhouse seasoning. This doesn't have very much salt in it. So what I do is I use a little bit of pink Himalayan salt first. And I sprinkle. Or like that fancy guy, he come from way up here and sprinkle it. I forget what his name is, but I've heard of him on the internet, you know, many times. I'm just silly. And as you know, pink Himalayan salt doesn't have a whole lot of sodium in it either because it's natural. It's a lot of minerals in it. So on top of that, I'm going to put the steak seasoning. And this is just got thyme, peppers, rosemary, all that stuff, all in one nice little bottle. Garlic powder. I make no meat without it. Smoked paprika, because y'all know I use this on everything. If you don't have smoked paprika in your pantry, hurry up and go get it, because this will elevate the flavor of your meats. And vegetables. Do a little bit of red pepper. And that's basically, I'm using 3 different peppers because smoked paprika or paprika is Spanish pepper. And I'm just going to use a little ground black pepper because I don't believe steak is steak without it. You have to have black pepper whenever you're dealing with steak. It is a must, people. So what makes it Sicilian? The Italian seasonings do. Let me show you. Okay guys, so now the grease is good and hot. And we're going to go ahead and drop our steak in there. We're going to take the flour and Italian seasoning mixture that we made earlier, and we're going to go ahead and batter it. But we're only battering the top. Why is that? Because this is going to finish up in the oven for 30 minutes on 375 because I like my steaks well done. And as it finishes up in the oven, the juices are going to cook down to the pan, and it would make it soggy if I was to flour it on both sides. I believe the original one is floured on both sides, but I don't do this mine like that. So we're going to go ahead and fry it like this. We're going to go ahead and fry it like this for only like 2 or 3 minutes, not long at all. And then we're going to put it in a pan so that we can put it in the oven. Again, the oven is already set at 375 and it will stay in there for 30 minutes, and you can set your timer. We're going to get ready to take it out in a minute here. Just a moment. Let me wash my hands. When we take it out, we're going to transfer it into this pan so that it can finish up in the oven. Okay? That's about it, guys. We're not going to let it stay in this oil too long because then it would get way too brown. And because it's going in the oven, it's going to still brown in there some. So we don't want it too brown in that grease already. So it's just kissed with a little bit of color. I don't want it oily or anything, but I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of that oil down in there. I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to put it in the oven. I'm going to keep it in there for about 15 to 20 minutes covered, and then I'm going to take the cover off of it for the last 10 minutes, just so that it can be crispy on the top. Okay? And my seasonings and stuff is not soggy at least. I'm gonna throw this on in the oven. And that's it. We'll check it in the next couple of minutes. I'm gonna set my timer here. We're gonna come back, pull it out, and taste it. Yum, yum. Bye, guys. Just a minute. Okay, YouTube family, so now we have the finished product. A big, beautiful, juicy steak. I know you can't see the smoke lines, but I hope that you can have smell-o-vision where you can smell and taste it from there. It's got the coating of the flour and the Italian seasoning and everything. Let's taste our little Sicilian fried steak. And by the way, this spent 30 minutes in the oven on 375 degrees after I fried the top with the flour and everything on it. Then, when it was complete with the cooking, I then put it on broil for 5 minutes on 500 or something. It was like on 500 or something because I wanted to brown the rest of the top. I wanted the crust to be back brown. You are going to love it. This is true to please. I have a small size salad here because when I'm cooking just for me, this is all I need. There's a little bit of steak and a little bit of salad. A little bit of fat. It is so good. YouTube family, I hope you enjoy this recipe. I hope you and your family enjoy all these recipes. Peace and blessings. Until next time. Bye.